explore. Be willing to take the risk because with risk, you get rewarded.
Good afternoon. Welcome, everyone. This is Moji Taiwo, your host of the Immigrant Experience Show. The Immigrant Experience Show is actually an extension of my book, Give Because I'm Blessed and Blessed Because I Give, a chronicle of an immigrant's journey. On the Immigrant Experience Show, we will talk to different people who would like to share their stories of challenges, successes, and inspiration for other immigrants, newly or people who have been here for a long time. On today's show, I would like to welcome two wonderful, wonderful guests. The first being Miss Lorraine um, Migrino.
Yes.
Is that how you say your name?
Yes, Lauren Migrino.
Okay. Please, Lorraine, tell us about your journey
Yeah,
as an immigrant in Canada.
absolutely. So I'm a second generation Filipino. My parents came here in the late 80s along with my grandparents and their other siblings as well. And yeah, they settled down here in Calgary and they brought in myself. I have a brother as well, and I have a lot of cousins as well here. It was only actually half of on my mom's side, half of her siblings were able to come here from the Philippines. And so the other half are still there raising their kids. Yeah, and so it's been really interesting growing up here in Canada, being raised by like Filipino parents, the differences in the values was something I really noticed, especially growing up in school. So yeah, and that's kind of just how I came to be here, and I've been living here ever since.
So you touch on, growing up in two different worlds, like the Filipino culture at home and the Canadian culture at school. That must be very, very interesting and challenging for you.
Yes, it was. Especially, when I was growing up, my mom would always pack my lunch, and it would be Filipino foods. And so when I would bring that to school, a lot of people in my school would be like wondering what I was eating, like what that smell was, and things like that. And they didn't really understand a lot of, Filipino culture. Some people didn't even know that I was part of Asia. So people didn't realize that I was, part of that Asian community too. So yeah, it was like kind of instances like that where I really noticed I was different than my peers in school.
We will have to talk more about that differences on another show.
Yeah.
My next guest is Mr. Gustavo Vaz.
Oh, hi, Moji. Thank you for having me here.
You're very welcome.
Yeah, so I immigrated to Canada about 2001, first generation. We came here just not knowing the known unknowns kind of factor. Me and my wife came with two kids. My kids were very little, just below 2 years, both of them, and we had no idea what we're going to be doing here, coming to Calgary, Alberta, and we landed here in 2001.
How did you choose Calgary?
Uh, my background was into chemical field kind of stuff in chemistry, and I wanted to pursue further into oil and gas. So I thought Calgary, Alberta was giving an opportunity at that time. So I decided to come here to Calgary, Alberta. It was a struggle in the beginning. Went to school, got my petroleum engineering done, struggled to get jobs around, but then eventually I've been successful in getting jobs. Currently, I'm as a project manager in one of the oil and gas company here, and also on my side hustle, I also help people in their real estate business, finding them homes and making sure that they are happy in what they live. And it's a passion for me to do that, so I do that on my side hustle. Uh, We've been very blessed being in Calgary, Alberta here. Lots of friends who supported us. In fact, I would say, honestly, I would recall back going in 2001, we met two angels, God sent angels who supported us. And without them, I would have not been able to be here. One of the person who helped me is my best friend now, Caetano de Menezes. He's helped us out every time we were out there. He was always there. And I'm also looking for one of the fellow. He is. His name is Mohammed, and the first night we came here, we stayed at his place, and I just had met him in my previous job in Doha, Qatar, and he helped me here, and I'm still trying to find him.
Oh, what's Mohammed's last name?
In fact, he used to be a professor at the University of Doha. I do not know his last name now, and there's so many Mohammeds. I'm still trying to find that angel of mine who helped me in the beginning.
That's wonderful. And Lauren, what do you do now?
I'm actually a social worker. I just graduated from the University of Calgary and obtained my Master's of Social Work, and I'm currently working as a counselor. So that's where I'm at.
Counselor to?
Counselor at Calgary Counseling Center.
Excellent. So we are all saying here that connectivity is the key to anybody who's coming to Canada, who's already in Canada. You have to be able to connect with other people. You can't. There's no need to go it alone, because there are angels, as you said, Gustavo. Sure. There are always angels around the corner to help us. Right? So that is it for this edition of our Immigrant Experience Show. We welcome you to check it out, subscribe, like us, and recommend us for other people. So thank you so very much, Lauren. I'm sure we will, tap your brains again on kind of things and resources that you think, actually, as a counselor, what kind of resources, maybe one that you can recommend to our listener or anybody who needs help in your area?
Oh, for sure. For a lot of immigrants, I think the Calgary Catholic Immigration Society is a really great place. They have counseling resources for parents, families, and youth and newcomers, so it could be really helpful for them.
And Gustavo?
Oh, I would just like to add on what Lorraine said. I did use the services when I came first to Canada, and they were very helpful. I really was impressed with the Calgary Immigration Society there. From my side, I would say that if you're coming new to Canada, explore everything. Explore. Be an entrepreneur. There's a lot out there. There's too much of opportunities. Don't miss out on those opportunities, because these are there. If you don't take it, somebody else will. So take those opportunities and explore. Be willing to take the risk, because with risk, you get rewarded.
Thank you. To round up tonight, or to round up this show, my tidbit today is, do you know that 300,000 new immigrants comes to Canada yearly? According to Stats Canada, in 2020, 300,000 new immigrants arrives in Canada yearly. Thank you for watching.